Welcome to Cookie Jar FX. I am your host, Eric Foreman, and we are on week six, midweek analysis and overview and review of the market and what we've been able to accomplish and push forward on. So, if you guys remember, just kind of backlogging a little bit, we've adapted this new strategy of a 20 pip target and working through that system to see how we can navigate into some new strategies for the month. So currently we are on day 9 of the month of September. But as I'm looking at the calendar, from starting this, which we kind of started it on Wednesday to some degree, we have one, two, three, four, five. So now we're kind of on day 6. And I was actually way above from this target, $410. But just again, not like you skip out on following a plan or just getting stopped out, and it just ends up being that way. So, but overall, this 20 pip strategy has worked, and I'm going to show you guys a little bit more as to why it's been working, how it's been working, and how useful and how dynamic it's changed my trading now. So a few of the trades that we had or I had got into, the main trades that I've been trading is primarily euro dollar, dollar CAD, and then pound dollar has been the one that's been knee jerking my account for a little bit. And I had got back into it a little earlier and pulled myself out of the trade because I just didn't like the way it was setting up. I was well below my -$6 benchmark, and I think I had just taken a loss of like $10, $12 or something. So I didn't want to go any further on that. But this one has been jacking us up or jacking me up a little bit. This short was an ideal opportunity, but I thought I saw like maybe a long in this area here. Insert some charts, some colors. So I thought it was a short here. Then we got another bottoming tail, and then I got the somewhat follow through on the green bar. So I'd anticipated a long. The long didn't come. Got stopped out, and then down here, I kind of saw the bull 180, thinking it was gonna reverse to the upside. I got ended up with a bear 180, and then back to a bull 180. So just railroad tracks all across, and yeah, just caught me slipping. I was out the move before this bullish candlestick that just last closed. But had I stayed in, I would have been just fine. But yeah, it was just necessary to get out. But Pound Aussie's been the one that's been taking away most of the profit that I gained from a lot of the trades that have pushed us or pushed my account a lot more further up. So the way I've been winning on this, right, has been because obviously we're setting up for like 20 pip targets. That's like the goal. Um, so with a particular trade, such as I think I played euro dollar or maybe it was dollar CAD. I'm gonna have to go back to the log history in a second just to confirm. Yeah, I played dollar CAD. That's what it was. So played dollar CAD. I had got a nice entry from last night from that topping tail that we see here. Like the most perfect entry. You can't buy a better one here. Right after that, then we had the little wick here. It tried to spike up. I didn't notice that I was already asleep. Um, and then it pushed down, and I had adjusted my stop loss because one of the strategies that I had to adapt on top of the 20 pips, just so I don't leave money on the table, is that after every 20 pip drop, adjust the stop loss. So I had adjusted it after it had came down to 40 pips. Um, and then it started shooting down a little bit more. I think it had shot down as far as like 60 pips for me, and then it spiked up, stopped me out of the 40 pip target, and then continued its way downward to as far down as 88. Pretty much, if we're looking at just the fulcrum number of tens, 20s, so on and so forth, I could have gotten out with about 80 pips, but walked away with 40. So it's all good, all okay. We can kind of look at that from the account history position. So if you see here, $25 gain, 73-cent drink gain. That was when I had originally gotten into the move. I questioned it and then got back in for the buy on that. That was yesterday. And then the sell here on dollar CAD 1782, and that's what's kind of been helping the process. So these small little gains, and then pound Aussie's just delivered us a loss. Pound Aussie lost here $21. So dollar CAD has been feeding us well, pretty much this whole week. Euro dollar a little bit as well. So those have been the primary trades for this week. That's been allowing us to inch our way back up. So just off of a structure level, I'm not in any trades as of now. Don't look to get in. I'm not looking to get into any trades right now. I don't like the way these setups are. So I'm going to just be patient and just wait until the morning arrives. For euro dollar, it has the potential to come up to this 4-hour 20. This 200 is there, but that 50, I mean 20, the 4-hour 20, the 4-hour 50 has the potential to go up to that point. It's just that the 50 is curled downward, which is good. The candlesticks needs that to reject off of, but the 200 is curved upward. So it's a complicated situation that most people will see, right? So for me, using the moving averages as an analysis, or from my technical review, the 200 is more powerful. So we'll probably break that from an upward trending level and then hit that 50, and that 50 is going to allow us to push back down. So if you guys see here, we had already retested the 50 in this area when price had originally dropped, and I'm still anticipating a nice decline on that, right? And the reason being, and I'll show you guys in a second, is the daily has already crossed for us, like the 8 has already crossed the 20, and that's beautiful. So that marker for like a reversal up to the 50 means that it will come possibly up to this daily 20 before it continues pushing downward. Maybe we'll get a nice little topping tail off of that area. But for the most part, I'm personally anticipating a potential move to the upside before it officially continues downward. If I miss it, I'll miss it, but I do want to try to catch it during that opportunity. And again, the strategy is the same. Like, I'm not changing much of what I was doing previously, other than just adjusting my targets now. So it's like, at minimum, I'm walking away every day with 20 pips. Minimum, I'm walking away with 20 pip gain with a fixed position size, and not over trading or doing anything like that, any nonsense. So we go from that, and from that 20 pips, if the opportunity or the move keeps running, let it run. So if it goes from 20 to like 50, I can already adjust my stop to 40 pips, and at minimum, I'm walking away with a 40 pip gain on this trade every day. So it allows me to not have to look at it like, oh, this is a short, and then get caught in the trap of it going back and forth. Rather than, because if you look at like today's close from this candlestick here, it wiped out pretty much yesterday's candlestick. So if you were still in for a short, or you had just got in and you had your stop loss at the high of that candlestick and got today's activity, you would have been wiped out the move. And that could have been me, because it's like I was swing trading a few weeks ago, back in August. So now I'm able to just kind of be more in control of what I trade, what opportunities I want to seek, what do I see as an opportunity, and validate as an opportunity. I'm actually liking this pound dollar right now, which is very, very rare. But I actually like it potentially for the upside. So I'm going to measure it to see if it has a 20 pip potential, and it does. So I might be interested in jumping into that, because all of that is bullish right now. And I like this cone trade that is in right now on a 4-hour, and we should at least go up to the 20. Um, but I'm not looking to take it that far. Just again, just adjusting stops as necessary. So we get a pull back up on pound dollar. It might happen on euro dollar, uh, and I'll kind of check the other euro pound pairs to see if there's going to be any consistency or correlation between that across the board. But yeah, I like it, man. The strategy's been working. Um, Again, I think on target wise, we should be at. So I'm just. I didn't really start this on Tuesday. Wednesday, I think, was like the actual first day, and then I had to catch up because my account was like 3:30. So I'm actually gonna count Thursday as the first official day, where we started at 3:50. So one, two. So Thursday, Friday, that's two. Monday, Wednesday, that's four trading days, and then Wednesday, five trading days. So day five, I should have been at 398, which I actually was. Um, so I'm actually behind on that. So I'm at 385 and some change. So pretty much sum it up to 386. So by the end of tomorrow, we're gonna have to push a little bit to get to to get the 410. Now, when I was over the 400 mark, I still was trading 6 cent, which I'm okay with. I was comfortable with that because I've just adapted to trading 6 cents. But once I actually push over further into that $400 mark, I'll probably start trading 8 cents and increasing my size. But I've been pretty consistent on these moves and these opportunities, and the profits and the consistency of the trade. So just kind of keeping that in mind. But just wanted to share that with you guys. Um, there's no particular. We can kind of look at that real quick too. So still got euro dollar for a short. That's a yes. Still got dollar Swiss for the long, and that's been doing good pretty much throughout the week. We just had the decline yesterday, but for the most part, the long up to the 50 has been valid. So good trade there. Euro yen, we can take a peek at that real quick. That's right here, and we had that for a short, and that did decline up until yesterday. So it declined as far down to the daily 50, and then pushed all the way back up, which again valid opportunity because from when we was looking at it, I think we had it where it was these tweezer bottom and tails from the week. So from there into pretty much where it went, it's about 130 pips to the downside for that short. Pound Aussie we have for the long. Uh, and I think this one is just still dibble dabbling. So remember, I was still trying to catch this one for the long. This one's still playing, but it may still set up like that. But as of right now, it's a flop. Like this trade hasn't worked out as I had anticipated. I thought maybe after that bar, but now that we're at the 200 again, still in that buy zone, it may push up. The 200 is a little curled up. It's the monthly I'm a little concerned about. But for the most part, there's still some potential upside. Upside potential. Say that backwards. And then Aussie CAD we had for a short. So we'll take a quick look at that. I haven't looked at that all week. Um, and that's a flop. That's a no go. Like that hasn't done what it's expected to do. It may still drop though, because this weekly is a flat bottom. I don't really like flat bottoms. Don't really exist in the market. If they start off like that, they usually reverse. Um, so this flat bottom is still again in the sell zone. So it may still drop. Uh, Me personally, I'll probably skip out on it for right now. But there's still some potential there. I see potentially for a short. So we'll check back on that for Friday review just to see how most of the trades have went. But yeah, pretty much 3 out of the 5 so far so good. The other ones for the bulk of the week hasn't done well. We'll see how it finishes off at the end of this week, and see if we're gonna get some follow through on most of these activities and trade opportunities. But that is it, guys. Again, hit that subscribe button. Support our brother. Um, hit that like button, um, comment, send it out, share. Just bless anybody else that's in need of just some trading tips and maybe a trading strategy. Write those comments out or those questions in a box. Definitely will provide some support on that. But other than that, I appreciate you guys as always. Very quick and easy analysis, straight to the point. Just stay safe trading, stay consistent, stay focused. This new strategy of mine, the 20 pip target, 20 pip gain, has helped me out tremendously. And we'll see exactly where it lands us by the end of the week. But I am a lot more less stressed, um, and a lot more focused and a lot more disciplined on my position sizes and everything. So thank you again, and I will catch you guys on Friday at the next review, and we'll take it from there. All right, y'all have a good one.